welcome back to my YouTube channel. Boo, 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 boo. If you're new here, a warm welcome to you. And if you've been here, hey, what it do, what it is. You know the vibe already. I mean, you guys are the best. Hey, you guys are the best. I mean, we're on 100 subscribers, baby. What do you do? I'm so excited, guys. I am super excited. Hey, I am so excited, and thank you so much if you have subscribed, and if you haven't subscribed, please, I mean, do the right thing. I mean, what are you waiting for? So as you can see by the title down below, today I'll be doing a funny things that Turkish people do, or that I find funny, like you know. So yeah, guys, I think the thing is, I've been busy and I'm still busy, but I felt like, no, I should come and appreciate you guys, because 100 subscribers, I mean, that's a lot. Hey, that's a lot. But then, okay, it's fine. Road to 150. Let's go to 150 subscribers, guys. And I mean, you guys are capable. Just tell a friend to tell their friends to subscribe, and let their family be huge. All right, thank you. Without any waste of time, I have my book, you know already, you know the vibe. So yeah, I have my book today. So I'll be doing the funny things that Turkish people do to me. Disclaimer, I personally find them funny, personally, right? Okay, so yeah, the first one is a situation where you are inside metro. I don't know if that thing happens to me, or if I'm the only one who recognizes it, right? So normally if you're inside metro, there will be small kids who will come, like sometimes they play that small piano, or they'll be selling toilet paper or something, right? And those kids, like, they sell it to everybody, but if you are black, like, they will come to you and then they'll be singing to you, they'll be hugging you and everything, and then Turkish people will be looking at you like I don't know if they're looking at you to see your reaction, or they're looking at you I want to understand, like, why are you looking at me? Like, I don't have money. Like, you didn't give those children money. I don't have money as well, so just don't look at me. Like, just act cool, man. I mean, it's fine. Just I mean, they'll be looking at you, like, they'll be staring at you, like, what are you going to do? Are you going to give those children money? Like, how? Like, and I was like, oh my god. And those children as well, they'll be holding and hugging on you, like pleading and begging, and I'm like, oh no. And this thing has been happening to me several times, and I don't know how to react, because people are staring at me now. It's like, girl, like, the game is yours, the ball is in your hand, do something. Like, and I'm there like, oh my god, please come and rescue me, because I don't know how to react in that. And like, that's so funny. Like, it's so funny. Like, please don't stare at me when something like that happens. Just act cool, okay? Thank you. And then the second one will be shouting. Okay, Turkish people hate noise. Okay, so far what I've known, like, they hate noise. They hate it when you guys make noise, or maybe they hate it when you guys speak and they can't hear when you speak your language or something. Because where we used to stay before, at our old dormitory, like, there's this guy who used to stay, like, front opposite to us. That guy who will threaten to call the police for us every time. He'll be saying we are making noise and everything, and I'm like, are we really that loud? Like, are we really that loud? And even here, like, there's this old man who stays just the house nearby us. Like, that guy, I have never seen him going outside. I've never seen him, like, he's always in his room. Always. I think he stays alone even. That guy, if he once hears South African voice, he will start like come and throw water at us. If it's night, he will light the torch and like make noise for us like we're making noise. And I'm like, but we are not that loud. And the funny part is, they are the loudest. Turkish people are the loudest. I don't know if it's where I stay or what, but then like even at night they will be singing, they will be giggling, and I'll be like, it's night, like why are you singing or why are you laughing? What makes you laugh at night? Are you not supposed to be sleeping? Are you not even scared, for God's sake? But no. And then once, so they'll be like looking at you like this if you're making noise. Oh, that old guy, like, you know what, we are even used to him by now, like, because at first when we stay here at first time, like he used to annoy me, like what's wrong with this old man? He will be throwing water on us because he stays up and then we are down. He'll be throwing water and telling us that we're making noise for him. But now it's funny, like we know him and we're like, nah, relax, that's our neighbor, we're used to him. So yeah, it's funny to me that they hate noise but they are the loudest, and I'm like, wow. Okay, talking about that, and then the other one is shouting instead of explaining. You know, Turkish people have this thing that they don't, I feel like they don't understand why a person, how on earth are you living and then you don't know or you don't understand Turkish. Like to them it's like it's weird that you don't know Turkish. Like it's like they're going to ask like, who on earth doesn't know Turkish? Like how? And I'm there like, who on earth doesn't know English? How? So like every time, instead of maybe if they say something and then you don't understand, or you don't understand because you can't hear them, so you're like, I didn't hear that, just try a simpler way to explain that or something, because I didn't hear that. Maybe do a hand language or something, show me what are you talking about, explain, like try to find ways to explain. All right, no, they'll be making noise, they'll be shouting, like they'll be shouting. So this other time I ordered something, and then when I ordered something, when it gets to the dormitory, I was not around, right? And then it got back, and then they came like the following day, yeah, and then I was still not around when they bring the thing, and then they took it back to the cargo, and it was weekend, I don't remember, like, but then something was happening, and then in the following week when I went to fetch it, and already the cargo took that thing to where I ordered, like took it back, right? Because they couldn't let it, because I had to pay at the door. So they couldn't maybe give our security lady or anybody who they meet so that they can give it to me, you know. So they took it back, fine, okay. And then now I'm like, okay, fine, finally let me go and pick this thing, because now I really need it, like I really need it. I went to the cargo, and when I get them, because I personally knew that I don't know how am I going to explain this situation, that I ordered something, they bring it, but I was not around, so now I want it back, no. But then there is an SMS they sent to me, right? So according to me, I was like, okay, good plan, I'm going to use that, like when I get them, fine. When I get there, I create. The problem with me is like I always act as if I know Turkish. Every time I get in a place or wherever, I'll be greeting Turkish people with Turkish, and then they'll be thinking that I know Turkish. I don't blame them, I blame myself, because girl, you can't just enter and say merhaba, Nesselson, and be confident as if you will say a whole paragraph or a sentence after those words, right? But cool, I enter and merhaba, fine, and then I saw the guy the message. And then he read the message, and after reading the message, he took the reference number and he put it on the computer. And yeah, I think he saw that that thing, it's not longer with them, they return it back. So he had to explain. I don't even remember, guys, what he said. Like he said it in Turkish, and I'm standing there like, he said it in Turkish, and I'm sitting there like, I don't understand, and I'm trying to say like Abe Alamadim, like I don't understand. I don't understand. No, instead of telling me, right, he started to shout. This guy started to shout, and then in the guy who I met outside, the guy who I think the guy works with him, but then he was smoking outside. He even heard that, like he came, and then he was like, "What's happening?" And luckily enough, he could speak small English, so I tried to explain to her, like to him, what happened, and then he took my phone and then a reference number, and then he saw and was like, okay, do I have Google Translator? I was like, yeah, and then he translated to me that thing. It's they written it back. I was like, oh, okay. And then that the first guy, he was so angry because it's like, I think he was telling the guy that I told her the same thing. So and I'm like, but I couldn't hear you. Shouting doesn't make me to hear it. Like I don't hear it because I don't understand the language. Not like I can't hear because I don't understand what you're saying. The language is the problem. So if I say I don't understand, or maybe I'm showing you that I don't understand, try to find an easy way, or try to be slow instead. Like explain your thing, like be slow, because it's not like I don't know Turkish at all. You know, some of the words maybe I can crib there and then make them make sense to me and understand. Maybe you are trying to say this, but if you're shouting at me, I mean, you are just making me frustrated, and I'm thinking like, why are you shouting? What makes him shout now? Like what I came here to do doesn't even want us to fight or something, so you're shouting like I just don't understand. Why are you shouting? So yeah, this is the thing. And then the third one is standing behind you at the ATM. Okay, fine. When I first got here, when I was still new in Turkey, because now I'm a citizen, now I'm a resident, you know, now I know all the places, like I'm joking, guys. But when I was still new, okay, I will go to the ATM, and when you get to the ATM, you know, like there's a queue, and then like people are just like, they're very close to each other, and I'm like, okay, maybe they're going together, because there's no way like people can be that close to the person who's using the ATM, like literally something. Maybe they're going together, they're just waiting for one person to withdraw or deposit or do whatever they're doing, you know. Okay, fine. And then now it's my turn. When it's my turn, and then like this guy standing here, I mean here, I'm like, wait, what is happening? Like, I don't even know how to tell him that, hey guy, no, go back. Like, what are you doing? Because you don't do that. You don't do that when I'm in the ATM. And then cool, I let it slide. And the second time this thing happens, and even when I'm not even the one who's using the ATM, I started to realize it. I started to recognize that, oh no, it's normal to them. Like, you can stand just behind the person, and it's cool, you know. I mean, in South Africa you don't do that. Like, somebody's going to kill you if they have a gun, because they will think that you're robbing them. Like, no, in South Africa, if you're standing there, if I'm standing here, I'm using the machine, please stand there, just go far, because hey, I don't want any mistakes. I don't want any mistakes. So you are here and you're standing close to me and I have a gun, I mean, I will just pull it up, and I'm like, what are you doing? I'm glad Turkish people are not like that. Big up for you guys. I mean, to them it's normal to stand in front of someone, like behind someone like this when they're using their ATM. To me it was a shock, and it's funny now that it's happening, and now I'm cool with it, you know. I'm like, some of the things you just get used to them. If they were shocked before, now they're like funny, like, okay, now cool. No. And the other thing is them being impatient at the traffic lights, like we call them robots in South Africa. I don't know if this thing happens everywhere, but in Besiktas there's this, you know, in Besiktas Meydan, I think that's Besiktas Meydan, right, where there's ferry, where you jump from this side to go to the ferry side to go to the bus station. Like there's this place in Besiktas. If you've been to Besiktas or if you stay in Besiktas, you know, like that traffic light is always busy, always busy. If you go in the morning, it's west. If you go during the day, wester. If you're going at night, west. I'm joking, guys, but that place is it's always busy. It's always busy. And like every time, like the car will be passing, because the robots will be red for us, like people who are passing, so that the car passes. They will be forcing like to jump, and I'm like, wait, what if that car hits you? Sometimes like the car will be so close, like, and then somebody will just try to pass, and I'm like, you wouldn't do that in South Africa. You wouldn't do that in South Africa, because honestly, by now we'll be talking different. I mean, different story with you. If you wouldn't be in hospital, I swear you'll be in mortuary, and nothing is going to happen. Like nobody's going to go to court or police going to arrest them, because the robot was red for you. Why are you not impatient? Like, why are you impatient? Why are you not patient enough to wait so that the robot? But here, every day, and even till now, guys, I'll be holding like this when somebody's passing. I'm like, wait, don't do that. Like, don't do that, because here in South Africa, guys, you wouldn't, trust me, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't pass when the robot it's red for you. Like the car is coming, and the car will wait for you while the robot is open for them. They'll wait for you. It's a shock. Hey, so yeah, guys, one thing again, it's like the dance, right? I find it so funny. I don't know, lie, I find it so funny that, okay, I don't know how many genres do Turkish music have, right? Because in South Africa we have so many genres. Like we have gospel, Afrobeat, we have amapiano, we have gqom, you know, like we have different genres. I don't know in Turkey how many, but I think it's hip-hop, and then there's this song, like music they like to dance to. And every time, guys, like Turkish people are happy, they're so excited, they feel like dancing, they do this one dance, like I have the dance in my head, right? But I just don't know how to do it. I don't know like how to explain it, but I have this dance in my head, like it's playing. They have this dance they are doing, guys, like to every song. Okay, it's fine, but the funny part is every time they do this dance, it's like they're still practicing it. It's like they're doing something new. It's their first time doing it. Like I'm sorry, guys, I'm not laughing. I'm really not laughing, but like this thing's so funny. I don't know, like every time I see them and I'm like, oh, okay. And every time, guys, to them it's like they're doing this dance, and it's like it's their first time doing it, and to them they're so happy, they're so excited, you know. Like it's like this, whenever you do that dance, like you are showing that you are excited, like you are happy. So you just don't wake up and do that dance. Like you must be on another level, on another mood. Like you must be very happy, like you must be very excited to be doing that dance. So whenever they do that dance, I tell you, but every time they do it, it's like they're doing something new. That's my thing. Like this is the thing, it's like And the last one is, I don't know this one. How do they do it? Okay, I know there's in South Africa we call it a mortuary car, you know, a car for corpse, like people who are dead, like the car that takes people who are dead maybe to the graveyard and everything. We call it a hearse. Yeah, and then in here I don't know what do they call it, but you can tell, like, and it's open, you can see the casket, like every time. If okay, fine, let me hold myself. So guys, this car that carries people who are no more, it's open, like the casket just stays out, like everybody can see it. If maybe there is somebody, like there's someone inside, right, it's covered, and then it will be covered with a green thing. Okay, fine. And then if maybe there's somebody who will see, like the casket will be open. I don't know the procedure of how do funerals goes and something, but in South Africa we have this thing that if a hearse has a casket inside, or maybe there is someone inside, like you just respect the car, you know, like you just don't go near it. Even if you're driving, like you just give the car space, and the family, people who are going to the graveyard, like you literally wait for them to pass. And then in here, I don't know if it's because of traffic or what, but it's just so weird. So this other time I'm inside a taxi, and then this car, the hairs pass, right? When it passes, like you can tell that there's somebody inside because it's covered, the casket is covered, and then it has that green thing. Remember I said if it has the green thing, like if there's somebody, you will know because it will be covered, and then if there's nobody, you will know because it will be open. So that day I'm definitely sure that there was somebody like inside because it was covered, right? It was covered and it has the green thing. Fine. I just don't know, like, where does it go? Like, I don't know the procedure. But now the taxi driver, like the taxi that I was in, he started to join, like to follow this car. No, like that was so weird to me. Like I felt like saying, hey, no, you don't do that. Like, why are we going right in front, like after this car, as if we are the family, you know? Like in South Africa, after their hearse there's a family car, you know? Like that's how this guy was. And that car was fast because people who were driving, they will open the way for the car so that it passed. That guy was just here. That I felt like I'm a family member of somebody, like of that person who was dead, and it was so shocked. Like I was like, no, you don't do that. Like sometimes, guys, not knowing how to speak Turkish, it's very difficult, because if I knew I was going to tell him that, guy, you better wait, or you better take another road, because this road is very big. Why are you just going straight after this car? Like, stop it. I don't know how I felt about that, but to me it was so scary. Like it was very, very scary that I'm working, like this guy is driving like we are the family of the person who deceased or something. I'm like, no. But yeah, I just don't know how they do their funerals or something, but that, and it always happened, and I was like, but then in all this time I thought like the car that goes behind that car is the family, you know, or people who are accompanying the car to go to the graveyard, like the same way in South Africa we do. But no, it could be anybody, because that taxi driver guy showed me that it could be anybody. He was just right here, guys. It's like, and I was like, oh my word, what on earth is this? So yeah, guys, like there are a lot, you know, I talk too much. One thing about me, I talk too much. There are a lot of funny things, and there are a lot of interesting things about Turkey. A lot, let me tell you, a lot. But I don't want these sit down videos to be very long, because it's not a vlog, it's just a sit down video. So I will end it here, guys, and I hope you enjoy the video and tell me the interesting or the funny things you have experienced here in Turkey down on this comment section. I will just appreciate for us to interact and everything. And yeah, guys, once again, I would like to say thank you so much for helping me to reach 200 subscribers. Let's make this thing grow. Let's go to 150. Let's go to, you know, let's grow this family together, because it's going to be nice, it's going to be lit. You all are going to enjoy it. Okay, so yes, without any waste of time, see you on my next video. Bye.